Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
That ties the game.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 12, Allen. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
18 more yards.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, hold. Tighten up.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Chris Jones.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
3rd and 7.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Check it back.
They'll run here with Akers. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for them.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Cam Akers, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of
back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Out. It's 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Going quickly out to the right side. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bills will extend their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Run for Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Right back to him on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Matt Milano on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
4.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, they're scared.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Down back at the 27.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
We dominate today.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go one more.
To throw again, Allen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go, here we go. Middle.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Coming for you, son.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
37-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 20, Mike 20.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Mike 20.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On the stop, Breeland speaks.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
And a line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. To throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
Here we go. Here we go.
Going right back to Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 23.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he'll be...